I make roughly $10,000 a wedding, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Here it is, Overlook Venue and Event Center. Okay, so here we're at Overlook Venue and Event Center. What we're gonna talk about is, man, running a venue, starting a venue, different ideas here. So I'm gonna kind of recap that very high level. But again, we're an average sale of a wedding of about $10,000. So you can imagine turning in your $1 million investment into a $10,000 return every single time you rent it to a wedding. Keep that in mind. We may have different events like a social or something. I mean, that may only generate a couple $1,000s. So not everything is awesome and glorious and really, top notch. You have the small parties filling in the gaps every single day of the week. The first thing I'll cover with is we have this massive outside ceremony space. You'll see this metal siding area here. This was part of the parking lot, and we needed a way to break up the ceremony space to the parking lot, because who wants a bunch of cars in their wedding photos? So basically, I'm gonna show you here that this is approximately 3 feet thick, and what I did was take the large concrete blocks that are 2 feet by 2 feet by 6 feet, and they're about 2,000 pounds a piece. There are about 100 of them in this line, and then we put siding and fencing over it to finish it. So this is a non-permanent but crash-proof fence, wall, whatever you want to call this thing. So we got about 100 linear feet here, wood fenced on this side where the ceremony is. You can see kind of where the arch is here, and you could have 250 people out here. That give you the ceremony idea. But I think the important part is always being creative. So this space was here, and we needed a way to make a ceremony space. So this is what we did. We converted a parking lot into an outdoor ceremony space, and you could clearly see the wall will outline it and keep the noise in here and block the noise from going out there. You'll have a space where people can actually get married up here, and then you are directly looking at the Metroparks system here, where it's untouched and beautiful. The leaves are about to change the color, and this is gonna be the hottest spot to have a wedding here. So we are booking up. We have, I think, 10 more weddings just in 2024, so this is really good stuff. We're only a year into this project. I mean, we opened in June on my wedding day. June 10th was our first official wedding. But really, we didn't even start selling this till almost September, October of last year. So we are basically 1 year in, and we already have many weddings to finish this year, and what we've already had this year, not including socials, birthdays, retirements, just any other type of event here. And I'm walking this way because, I mean, we do get beer deliveries almost every day. There's always some type of party going on here, so we have to be ready for some type of delivery here. So I figured, look at what's the chance. There's a delivery truck here right now. Again, this is part of running the venue side, where there's deliveries, there's contractors coming in, there's party event planners that come in, there's meeting with clients. So there's a lot that goes into it. Again, maybe the metal siding is very modern. I like that, that's why we picked that. And then, maybe something balancing it out with these steel troughs. So something where we thought was very industrial, but very warehouse feel. So wait till you come inside here. Come on in. Let me show you this. This is it here. You're looking at about a 6,000 square foot space here. What we're looking at is storage in that corner. This corner will be bathrooms, and then this side over here will be our warming kitchen. We have tables and chairs and different things for up to 300 people. But I mean, the real big thing is here, I mean, this was a big warehouse, and what I'm gonna tell you is like, hey, how can we generate $10,000 on average for every single large event we have? And that's really what I want you to pull from this. Like we converted this space here into something that can generate money, which all stemmed from because I couldn't find a wedding venue. So what do you do when you can't find a wedding venue? You have to build it. So we did. We built this. Now we have a little bit of a viewing space here out the back as well that looks at the Metro Park, so people can get out over there. So these are a lot of really important things, and I think it's just a big learning curve too. Like, I mean, I didn't know anything about planning weddings, doing weddings, party planning, or anything prior to actually having this facility. So this is what I'm new to. and I'm learning, but I mean, people are interested in booking. We have our own liquor license. We have our party center. Those are our two main streams of income. So we'll rent you the space, we'll sell you an alcohol package. We'd love to hone in on under 200 people in a wedding, and we say, hey, that average revenue is about $10,000. So people will usually spend $10,000 to $30,000 in other stuff. So that may be vendors that are in here, or other flowers, or anything they may use. I'm just trying to think of like a candy bar, a food truck that comes in, food for the actual event. So a lot of people spend a lot of different money in different ways, but our goal is to make 10 grand every single large party we have here. That's how we turn in a $1 million into a $10,000 return over and over and over again. And you know what, since it was my wedding, some of my wedding became a write-off because we invested in ourselves, and we get to, definitely have some of the benefit of doing this. But what a true entrepreneur spirit to actually be building something you needed, and now you're using your property, maximizing the property too. So this was a vacant spot that we were just storing our landscaping equipment in, our construction equipment in, and we turned it into something that can help us generate money. So what a better thing there than generating money from a space that was kind of not really generating money. I know we could have been paying ourselves some modest rent amount to actually house our landscaping equipment and everything there, but at the end of the day, it wasn't very much in revenue for us. So anyway, I just wanted to say, like, hey, look, we're spending money on ourselves. We made our own wedding, and now we get to sell it for everybody. So anyway, I just wanted to cover that, give you some ideas. But what I need you to see too is, well, you saw the ceremony wall, you saw the ceremony space, you see the patio out this way where you can kind of enjoy a little bit of outdoors, but where I want to take you to is the bridal suite. So let's go this way, because I'm going to show you the last piece of a wedding venue, and that's going to be over here. So we have, again, another challenge is just blocking out HVAC from being as ugly as it really is. We had to put a fence up and block it all and clean it all up, because this thing will pump out, air conditioning or heat, whatever that may be for the season. But no bride wants to go up to their future bridal suite, which I'm going to show you here in a second, with looking at this. So again, you got the Metro Park here. So you have a very nice outdoor feature. You kind of get a feel for it. We left it as natural as we can, so you can kind of see it's very unlandscaped, but the idea is you're in the middle of the woods here. So this is the point, very quiet, very nice. Now what I want to do is take you up to the bridal suite. And I'm going to explain a little bit. This bridal suite came as like a prefabbed box. So if anybody's ever seen basically a shipping container, that's kind of how this started. So this was a giant framed box with nothing in it. It was just framed for electrical. So we added the lights. That was about the only thing that we had here. But imagine if you had a shipping container dropped here, and this is what happened to it. So this is how we renovated it. This is how we're closing in on parties. To give you an overview, it was framed. We added 2 doors. So there's 1 door there, and the groom's suite is on the other side with the other door. It was insulated, lights were hung, drywall was put in, a floor was put in, and then you basically only have a heating and cooling unit. You have some mini bar items there, but other than that, there was lots of power put in for brides to get ready. The HVAC was a little bit of electricity as well. I mean, even something like hanging up dresses and things you need. But at the end of the day, all this is a shipping container box. And look how we took the industrial space that was a storage for a landscape company to the wedding venue, added the outdoor ceremony, then added the bridal suite. So look how many dimensions this really takes to get going and invest all this money into and hope that we're gonna get $10,000 a large event, or for every large event, which we may get, we may not. So that's what we're hoping for. That's what we've seen so far. That's the trend, and I'm guessing we're only gonna go up. So I say 10,000 today, but what about next year being 11 or 12 or 13 or 14,000? So this is the exciting stuff. We're gonna really hope to pull in some big money here over the next couple years as we grow our traction and actually having this new venue. Let me finalize over here before we finish up with this video, because Here we're in the groom suite. So again, this is just beginning. This gives them an idea where they could sit, hang out. There's heating and air conditioning in there, and of course a mini bar. That's kind of the overview with that. We've also used this room as like a little conference room, because really the bridesmaids are really who need the room, but we kind of doubled this as an office. So that was really helpful, really good to have. It's super clean and nice, and people have really received this pretty well. So let's take you out the back here, where you can kind of see, again, we're just on the back of the bridal suite here. And again, we're ending in the woods. So we're here where you can kind of sit and be quiet, hang out, you know, like away from all the wedding party and everything. So depending on, you know, how isolated you want to be, but this is how quiet it is. The ceremony would be on the far other side. And then people could potentially be on that patio and inside, but in reality, you have your little sanctuary over here. In the middle, you have where the big ceremony is. So you'll enter through here as the bride and groom and party coming out from the bridal suite. And then of course the ceremony side on the complete other side of the building. So anyway, I hope this is helpful, just giving you an overview of what it may take to take a empty box that was just a junk storage area at the end of the day, really, into an elaborate $10,000 a day making machine that we hope to only grow. So, I mean, we may only do $1 million this year, but how do we do $1 million or 2 or 3 or 4 in the next coming year? So hopefully I'll have more stories for you. Leave me a comment, ask a question. That's the whole point of this. You're supposed to learn and figure out, maybe in your entrepreneurial spirit, what do you want to build? Again, I'm educating you here and just telling you what I did. I'm literally opening up the book to the ideas here. I've done most of this myself. I may wear a collared shirt, but I can shovel and work hard too. But I think you'll see in some of my other videos, some people just make fun of me in my collared shirt and say, hey, you've never shoveled a day in your life. But I'll tell you what, I definitely sweat building this thing. And you know what, it may not look good, but that's okay. I'm gonna here share the story, tell everybody about it. And if you have a question, leave a comment, and we're here to help. So we'll see you at the next one.